Good evening, everybody. Welcome again to the Fortune Eagles Screen Share webinar. My name is Greg Phillips. I'll be your host tonight. We hope you guys had a really great week. A lot of positive things are going on with the Fortune Eagles platform. So all we ask you to do is something very, very simple. Just tell your friends and family about our platform. Let them come here for themselves. Let them take a look at it. Let them look at our website and get their questions answered, and let them decide if they want to join us or not. We're living in some kind of turbulent times as far as like the economy is concerned and stuff. And like I live in New York, and gas prices in New York are just starting to hit $5. You add another dollar to that, you're in Fortune Eagles. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. So, again, invite your friends and family. Let them see what we have to offer. Let them decide for themselves. The Fortune Eagles platform will do the heavy lifting for them. We will answer their questions to the best of our ability and hope that they'll join you so we can try to help save the world. Brian, to you.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Greg. And I, too, would like to welcome everyone or anyone that came to the call tonight. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and we really, really appreciate that. And for those that could not join us, no worries, because this is recorded. So make sure that you get the recording of this webinar and show it to your friends and family that could not make it. We leave no stone left unturned here. So there is no excuse for not getting the information about the 14 Eagles concept. As always, we'd like to always start out with the information about the platform. Everything is going well. I really, as usual, I like to commend the people that are helping those people that are coming in, helping them to get through the gifting process so they can understand it and learn it. It's very simple and very easy to do, but once you learn the process, it makes it even simpler and easier. And so we want to keep that going forward. Make sure that if you don't understand something, get with the person that invited you, and they can help walk you through the process. Okay. One thing I do want to point out that if you do come in, make sure that you are placed in your nest before you begin to invite others. All right, because we don't want anyone to get left out as far as being gifted to, who is supposed to get gifted to. So make sure that when you come in and you send your gifts, all right, and you've been confirmed, make sure that you are placed in your nest before you invite others to join the process. Okay, that way no one will get left out and no one will get passed up in the platform itself. All right, so now let's move forward. We're not going to be very long. We just want to take a short time just to go over what 14 Eagles is all about. Okay, because a lot of people get misconceptions about what 14 Eagles is all about. Because we're a gifting platform, there's a lot of preconceived notions about the gifting platforms and the gifting arena within itself. And when it comes to 14 Eagles, we stand apart. We stand alone from all the gifting platforms that are out there. And so that's why we try to explain our whole concept to people and get people to understand and get in their minds what 14 Eagles is all about and the concept of it. Okay, because we're more than just a gifting platform. And and I always like to point out, you're going to hear over and over and over again as you hear about 14 Eagles, you're going to always hear community. That is our main word here at 14 Eagles, community, because we feel that community is the key to everything. It is the secret key to unlocking everything that you want to achieve, okay, is through community. All right, so now, to get the best concept of this, to start off with, I encourage you to go to the 14 Eagles community website, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com. And on the home page, I'd like you to scroll down to the welcome. Okay, this welcome will give you a good synopsis of what 14 Eagles is all about. If you read this short welcome, it'll put you in the right path of seeing what 14 Eagles is. And as I said before, it's a community. It's a community-based platform. It's all about community. And if you read this, it'll really get you succinct to what this community is all about and the concept of the community. All right? Community is always the key. And we use technology to help bridge the gap, okay, of the distances that we have with one another. See, I really feel in my heart that we're all connected, okay? Everyone around the world is connected in some kind of way, all right, spiritually connected. And so just because we're hundreds of miles away or thousands of miles away does not mean that if you hurt, I don't hurt. We're all connected. And so we're using technology to bring us closer together, to bring us that connection to where we can work with one another seamlessly. And that's one of the things that we're doing here with 14 Eagles. We're getting everybody connected. Now, one of my main phrases or main lines in this welcome, when you read it, is that where it says there's a universal law, God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you will get back in abundance. Okay? That's one of my favorite lines in this. Why is that? Because it's all about your intention, what you do here at 14 Eagles. We've had hundreds, thousands of people come through 14 Eagles in the past few years. Okay? And see, it's all about their intention. That's why a lot of those people are not here today, because of their intentions. Okay? Their intentions is all about what they can get, okay? And all about the money aspect of gifting, okay? And so in doing that, they found it was short-lived when they came to 14 Eagles. Because, see, it's not about the money. It's not about what you can get. It's all about what you can give. And that's the key. And that's what community is all about, giving. And so if you give, your intention is to give, your intention is to help, then guess what? You're going to get that back in abundance, because the universe does not discriminate, right? Whatever your intention is, if your intention is bad, guess what? You're going to receive bad intentions coming back tenfold. If your intentions are good, then you're going to get good intentions coming back to you tenfold. That's just how the universe works. That's how God set it up. It's all about love, right? So the main thing that we're trying to say here is we have to shift our thinking. We have to shift our thinking, and we have to expand our conscious awareness about what's going on around us. And that's the thing that we try to get across here at 14 Eagles. It's not about making a whole bunch of money, okay? It's not about all the things that you can buy and all the trips that you can take. No, it's about how many people can you help get what they need, okay? You know, one thing J. Paul Getty said, you know, I'd rather get 10% of what 100 people can do than to get 100% of just what I can do. See, being by yourself, you got to do 100% of everything. But if you work together as a group, guess what? Everybody shares in that and shares in the rewards. And that's the key of having a community. Everybody does their part. And you get what you put in it. That's the key that we're trying to get across. And sometimes we have to shift our thinking. So if you scroll down a little further, we have what is called the video row. I really, really encourage you, watch this video. Watch these videos on Video Row. They're very short videos, but they're very informative. All right? Watch these videos, because I believe that these videos will put you in the right frame of mind to do what you need to do to build your community in 14 Eagles. it'll put you in the right frame of mind. And so the information that you gain, I encourage you to go and research the information for yourself, because the more you research it, the more you will expand your mind and expand your conscious thinking. And then now you can try to teach that to others as well. All right. And so when you do that, now by each one teaching one within the community, now the community starts to expand in its thinking and in its conscious awareness. All right. And we're all like-minded individuals moving in the same direction. Powerful, powerful stuff. All right. And it happens organically. It's not forced. It's not forced. See, a lot of times when you force things, it tends to mess things up. All right. But no, when you're dealing with a community, it has to be something that's organic. All right. And if you don't do anything else, we encourage you to sign up for our newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter so you can get on our email database and receive our email updates that we send out on a weekly basis, so you can know what's going on with 14 Eagles. And more importantly, you can get our videos of the week that we send out. We send out a video every week that really gets you to thinking about what's really going on out here in the world. All right? A lot of us are moving forward in time and not really paying attention to what's going on around us. So we try to highlight that in some areas to try to get you to think, to try to get you to shift your thinking. Because if you shift your thinking and enhance your conscious awareness, then you see things in a different lens, with a different lens. You won't look at the news the same way no more. All right? You won't look at different corporations and government edicts and different things that the government does. You won't even look at that the same anymore. It looks completely different. And then you could read between the lines of what's going on. That's what it's all about. And see, that's what community can do. Because we help each other to do that. We feed off of each other, off of each other's energy. So it's powerful, powerful stuff. So yeah, make sure that you get our newsletter. Now, I always like to show this one video, because this video really, every time I watch this video, I see something different in it. And it just brings something to my mind that I didn't see or recognize before. All right. So I want to show this video real quick before we get to the platform. Okay. Listen to this.
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. we've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it? Are you ready for the details?
All right. That video, it gets me every time. It is so much impact into that video. Being a connector is so key in today's world. We need to come together more today than ever before. You know, the times have called for us to come together and work together. Stop letting corporations and governments dictate to us what needs to be done. We're the ones that should be dictating to them what needs to be done. So this is why we need to come together and work together and forge a new change, okay? Forge a change that we want to see happen. Not what they want, what we want. And seeing we have the power to do that. But we only have the power to do that if we work together. And that's the key. All right. So I hope that resonated with you in seeing that video. And I hope you really got something out of that. Now, on our community website at www.14eaglesden.com, I encourage you to click on the tab 14 Eagles Video. And there you'll see the video presentation of the 14 Eagles platform, gifting platform. This platform is different than any other platform out there, I believe, okay? Because it has a whole different tenor to it. You know, it has a whole different energy to it, okay? This energy is based on community, not based on money. And so, and the reason why I say that is because out of all the gifting platforms that are out there, most of them start anywhere from $25, $50, $100, $500. I've seen them high as $5,000. And seeing those platforms are all about the money. It's all about receiving money as much as you can get. Well, here, it's not about the money, okay? It's not about the money. That's why 14 Eagles is intentionally $6, giving away $6, $2 to 3 people. And you'll learn that through the presentation. We encourage you to watch this presentation. Watch it more than once if you have to, all right? Because it's very, very powerful and what can be attained here in implementing this platform. Excuse me. And so, in doing that, money is not the issue in getting involved. The biggest issue is the way people see what they see in this platform. It's the mentality that we bring to this platform is the key. All right? If you think it's all about money and about getting money, then you'll be short-lived here. But if it's all about helping others, okay, and working with others, and building a community of like-minded individuals that want to help other people, then guess what? You'll prosper. You'll prosper in this, along with everybody else that thinks the same way. That's the power in this platform, okay? And so we hope that you see it that way because this is where it's moving to. And we feel like this platform is going to grow over time and become one of the main things that brings people together and brings wealth and prosperity to all. We really feel that way, okay? And now, once you watch the video, be sure right below the video is the step-by-step process to get involved and to start the process of gifting, okay, and receiving. So if you follow these steps, you shouldn't have any problem at all. Just get with the person to help get with the person that invited you to help walk you through that process. Okay? And also be sure to sign up for our newsletter, because we send out an email every week with a video of how to go through this process as well. Okay? So it'd be good to get that. And we're going to try to get a video set up here so we can have the video on the site as well. Okay? So bear with us on that. We'll get that set up when we can. But now, just to let you know, 14 Eagles is more than just a gifting platform. You know, we have partnered with other programs and platforms as well that's moving in the same direction and has the same philosophy as 14 Eagles. And we're very pleased and proud to be working with those other platforms. And one of them in particular is the Dynamic Trio. So we encourage you to go and check out Dynamic Trio's platform. They have a trilogy of platforms, one called Fund Me 24/7. We really encourage you to go and check out their platform, because they're moving in the same direction as 14 Eagles. It's all about helping each other. Okay, and they're dealing in the crowdfunding arena. So I really encourage you to check that out, okay, and work with them as well, because, you know, we can bring this together. You know, one of our philosophies is that we're trying to help people get out of debt and to eradicate poverty, because I believe that debt and poverty is a cancer within our society, and we need to root out that cancer. Debt is the culprit. And so we got to get away from this debt culprit that's creating this cancer of poverty in our communities. And this is one of the ways that we can do it, by working together with platforms that's moving in the same direction as 14 Eagles. And Fund Me 24/7 is doing that in Dynamic Trio. Also in Dynamic Trio, you have Fund Me, Feed Me 24/7, I should say. And Feed Me is a feeder system for Fund Me 24/7. Powerful, powerful stuff. And then they have a third program that works synergistically with these two, is Fund Me to Infinity. Powerful, powerful stuff. And we have a training that goes over that and how you can work with those three platforms and 14 Eagles together. Powerful stuff. And then we also have Cutting Edge Techno Solutions, which is a technology company that we have partnered with, that are literally building communities from the ground up, literally digging dirt and building buildings and houses and roads and everything, building a whole community and taking the community, the people in the community, and employing them to build the community. Powerful, powerful stuff. So check that out as well. And then we also have the Hyper Community. Hyper Community is dealing in the crypto arena, teaching people about the cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology. This is the future of finance. And so we're dealing in that arena as well. So, you know, and we got others that are coming on board, okay, that we can work with to put along with the community of 14 Eagles. You know, that's why I said this is more than just a gifting platform. This is a community. And that's why I say community is the key to everything. Not the money, but the community. Okay. Now, you know, sometimes a lot of people come to me and they say, well, Brian, you know, getting a $2 gift is cool and I like that, but I just can't make any money with $2. And see, the first thing I tell people when they come to me like that is I say, look, first of all, you got the wrong thinking. We don't make money here at 14 Eagles. 14 Eagles is not about making money. We don't make money. All we do is give away money. So it's the total opposite. We give money away. Okay? And then by giving money away, people accept their blessings that money will bring them. This is how we look at it. This is how we think about it. We don't look at it as making money. Because as soon as you make money, now guess what? Other people take that term and they'll flip it on you. Okay? Especially the government. That's a whole different meaning to them. Okay? So we have to be careful about the words that we use and the intentions that we put behind those words. Right? And so we don't make money here. Right? But we have to shift our thinking and putting out the right intention. And so not making any money doesn't mean that you can't be prosperous by accepting and receiving these gifts. And seeing just because it's $2, you know, you have to think of it in the right way. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Watch this video right here, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about.
Reach their fortunes. In order to do this, I want you to pretend that I can grant you one wish from two choices. Choice one is this: I will give you $1 million. Or choice two is that you get 1 cent that doubles every day for 31 days. On top of that, you have to drive 1 hour north to meet a friend of mine named Vendela. She will double your cent and give you 2 cents, and then you have to drive all the way back home. Then on day 2, you take your 2 cents back to Vendela, and she doubles your 2 cents and gives you 4 cents, and then you drive back. Will you do this every day for 31 days? Which would you choose? $1 million or 1 cent doubled every day? Well, as a factory worker, it wasn't even a contest. $1 million for me, please. Who wants to run around for pennies? Here is where we find out that ignorance is not bliss. If you have a calculator, you can follow along and check it out for yourself. In day 1, you have 1 cent. Day 2, you double it and you have 2 cents. Day 3, you double it, you get 4 cents. That doubles and becomes 8 cents, and by the 10th day, you'll have $5.12. How embarrassing if you take the penny a day. Let's look at the 11th day. $5.12 doubles and becomes $10.24, then it doubles and becomes $20.48, and then it doubles and becomes $40, and in the 20th day, that doubles and becomes $5,242.88. Well, it's still not looking too good if you chose the penny. But what happens in the 21st day? 5,000 doubles and becomes 10,000, 10 doubles and becomes 20, and on the 28th day, $671,000 doubles and becomes $1.3 million. But wait a minute, we didn't agree to 28 days. We agreed to 31 days. And so on the 29th day, 1.3 doubles becomes 2.6 million. And 30th day, 2.6 million becomes 5.3 million. And in the final day of our agreement, day 31, $5,368,709.12 doubles, which is $10,737,418.20. Now who's laughing all the way to the bank? This is what the smartest man in the world, Albert Einstein, said when he was asked what he thought was one of the most powerful things on earth. He said that the 8th wonder of the world was compound interest. And so here's how we can make compound interest work for you.
Now, see what I mean by shifting your thinking? Okay? Because, see, a lot of people look at $2 as something small. Just like looking at a penny is something small. You know, you can walk down the street, and if you walk long enough, you'll find pennies on the ground that people have dropped or thrown away or whatever, okay? But those pennies start to add up, right? We don't think about that. So if you ever thought about a penny doubling every day for the 30 days, okay, can you imagine taking a penny and it doubling every day to create $10 million? No, most people can't even conceive that in their minds. And see, that's what we're talking about, shifting your thinking. This is what we have to do. We have to learn how to shift the thinking, you know, enhance our conscious awareness. And that all comes with having a community of people, of like-minded individuals, okay? That's the key. Because, see, most people start coming here, they want to come to these programs because of the money. And I understand it. I get it. You know, we have to, we got bills to pay. We gotta use money to buy food. You know, we have to use money to do just about everything. Just about every decision that we make in our lives is a money decision. Okay? But it shouldn't be. And so if it shouldn't be, then we need to change that. We need to change that mentality. And it's up to us to be able to do that. I hope you see where I'm going with this. See, money is just a tool. It's just a tool that we use. See, the real value are in the people, the energy of the people. We feed off of each other's energy. See, the dollar that we carry around in our pockets, that has no energy to it at all. It's just an inanimate object. If you take a dollar and you put it on the table, it'll just sit there. It can't do anything until you pick it up and you use it. See, if we look at it in that way, that changes the whole dynamic of the whole money system, of the whole money project. See, money is just a tool. And if we look at it as just a tool, then we can work with it accordingly. Now, in the flip side, if we look at the community as the real value, we look at the community as the dominant energy source that we're feeding off of. Okay, if we look at that, okay, now if you start to double that, compound the people. If you compound the people, the money automatically comes, doesn't it? It's just a byproduct of what we're doing in the community. Does that make sense? So the community becomes the key. See, the thing I always like to say is, stop chasing money. See, put yourself in a position where the money is chasing you. And the best way to do that is to form a community of like-minded individuals. And see, in our 14 Eagles platform, because of the way that it works, if we compound the people, the money will automatically flow, right? And so I'm going to say this. If you take $1 and you circulate that dollar within the community, and as that dollar circulates within that community, if everyone that touches that dollar 7 times, whoever touches that dollar 7 times that circulates within the community, they become inherently wealthy. It's a mathematical fact. It's an economic fact. See? And that's why in our neighborhoods and in our communities, they try to always pull the money out of our communities. Because that's what keeps the elite in control. Because they know how to drain the community of the dollars, of their economic status. But we're getting ready to change that game. Okay, we're getting ready to change that game. And so, now, to close this out, we have a song. This is our song. This is the 14 Eagles song. I'm claiming this as the 14 Eagles song. And we want to try to make this song get a Grammy. I believe this is the best song. Okay, because see, understand, we know the money is coming. Okay, if we build this community, we know the money is coming. See, we can manifest the money, the tools that we need to get to where we want to go. We have that type of power. We can manifest it through our energy and through our actions. We can manifest that. And so we know the money is coming. And so with this song, it just proliferates that. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to you. And just know that it will. And by doing the universal principle of giving, then it can't help but come. Does that make sense? So I like to close this out with our favorite song, the 14 Eagles song. Money is coming to me.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe. Money keeps coming to me. It's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me, and working. I can just feel it, and I believe. It's working for me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. More than enough to live, more to share. Feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout. More than enough to drop. More than enough to save. Plenty left over to give away. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. The universe is working for me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's working for me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Well, more than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. I feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drop, more than enough to say, with plenty left over to give away. One day it's coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, 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 come on. I believe it, and I receive it. I feel like it's already here. Come on, come on, come on.
All right. Money is coming to me, and it can come to you and everybody else. All we have to do is build this community. So with that being said, look, we're here every Thursday night. What I want to do real quick is bring up our fearless leader, Greg. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right, I hear you loud and clear, bro. You want to close us out?
Oh, man, it'd be my pleasure. Again, I love it. The call is great. I tell you, you do a great job. Like I said, family, all you have to do is you see what we have to offer you. You know, you see what we're trying to do. You know, and like Brian says, you know, if we do this and we do it as a community, the money's going to come. Don't worry about that. The biggest thing we need to do is have faith in each other that we can make it happen. All right, so we need to learn to love and depend on each other like we did way back in the day before we worried about, you know, all the crazy, trivial things that are going on in the world. So that's what we need. So again, my plea to you, as Brian said, we're here every Thursday night, 8:30. Invite your friends and family. Let them take a look at this for themselves. Let them decide if this makes sense to them. 14 Eagles is for everybody, but it's not going to be here for people who don't really see the vision of what we're trying to go for. And that's what we want. We want people who are visionaries, people who want to grow, people who want to see beyond what they see in the mirror. You know, they want to be able to see that they can help other people. Because if you help other people get what they want, the universal law is you will get anything and everything that you deserve. So with that being said, Brian, back to you.
Fantastic. And again, like Greg said, we're here every Thursday night. You know, bring your friends and family. Let them come and see what 14 Eagles is all about. And if they can't make it, no problems. We record this every Thursday night. We send it out on Friday. Send them the recording. Let them check out the recording for themselves. Let them see what we're talking about, what 14 Eagles is all about. Okay. Also, you can also email us at 14eaglesden.com, control tower at 14eaglesden.com. If you have any questions or comments, anything that you need to know, you can email us, no problem. You can also call us on our member service number, 301-684-1216. Okay. Look, people get shocked because we got a phone and they call us. And then, you know, somebody either picks up or calls them back. they get shocked. But yes, we do talk to people. All right, we're here to help in any way that we can. So yes, give us a call if you have any questions or have any comments or just confused about anything about 14 Eagles. We will talk to you and we will get you on the right path. So with that being said, hey, look, you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and we really, really appreciate that, and we don't take that for granted. So we appreciate you either coming or either looking at the recorded video. We appreciate that wholeheartedly. And so with that being said, I hope everybody has a great week, have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next week at Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the place at 14 Eagles. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.